Right, hello and welcome to OneUp.com's One-Up Plays for Ni no Kuni.
Ni no Kuni.
Yeah, so I'm Ryan Winterhalter, Associate Games Editor, and with me is...
Ryan Clements from IGN.
From IGN.
A fellow site.
Indeed.
A little-known site.
Little-known site. 10 feet away.
Yeah, just 10 feet away.
All right, so yeah, this is Ni no Kuni, the collaboration between Studio Ghibli of like Princess Mononoke fame and Level 5, who's famous for...
Dark Cloud, Rogue Galaxy,
Layton.
Maybe not so much White Knight Chronicles. Wasn't a huge White Knight Chronicles fan, Ryan.
I knew lots of people who had to do QA testing on White Knight Chronicles, and they hated the game too.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't think that represents Level 5's best work. But
yeah, you had to play it for work, right?
Yeah, I did.
Now imagine if you had to play
one.
it for work for 6 months.
Probably would have been pretty angry at life at that point. But that's besides the point. Yeah. Our dubs, as Greg Miller so lovingly calls you.
All right, I can get behind that. So this is the Japanese version. It's not announced for release in the States yet.
It is.
Oh, is it?
It is. It did officially get confirmed only by Namco Bandai.
Okay, so Namco Bandai...
So it's sometime next year.
All right, so Namco Bandai is publishing it, which is surprising because...
Or outside of the Japan,
Level 5 is setting up their own publishing house in the States.
Oh, I did. So when is that happening?
They opened their office... God, I can't even remember when I read the story. I think they announced it something like 6 months ago. I don't know if the office is open yet.
Interesting.
But when I read that they were going to open up this publishing house, I was like, well, of course, that's how they're going to bring out Ni no Kuni. And then apparently not.
No, I mean, yeah. And now keep in mind, unless something has changed that I'm not aware of, but the last report we had received and wrote up, I think, from our UK office was that Namco Bandai was confirmed to publish it outside of Japan.
All right.
But, you never know. The video game industry is a fickle mistress.
So we have here, this is early on in the game. You play as this boy, Oliver, and with his friend, I'm not even sure what this guy is.
It's a little fairy.
It's a little fairy.
I would like to say fairy because it's so adorable. Look at how cute he is. Look at that.
Yeah, but he talks like this sort of like
an old man.
Like an old man.
Which is great. Now, what are these treacherous beasts you're facing?
All right, this is a Garipio and a Homa.
Okay, that means nothing to me.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm going to call them Squeaky Face and Duck Bill.
So when you start off in a battle in this game, you can choose between going into battle yourself or sending out your Imagine, which is this little beast right here. And you actually share health and MP with this thing.
Interesting.
So if he takes damage, that's your character taking damage. But he has different weaknesses and he has different strengths in combat.
He's also just as adorable.
And then we were talking earlier, and I seem to remember there being talk of like a Pokemon Light, sort of like capture creatures and have them fight for you.
So, I mean, I haven't gotten this far into the game yet, and I also don't speak Japanese, though our dubs does. But I'm under the impression that you are going to be able to summon or call forth a variety of creatures. If that's not the case, you can blame Ryan Clements at IGN.
So, yeah, and you start off, this is weird, like, they start off with reasonable numbers when you start this game. Like, you're getting 10 experience points after 2 hours in the game.
10 is a really easy number to wrap your head around.
It's not one of these games where you kill an enemy, it's 5 billion experience points.
Yes, exactly. Or that you just did like 2 million points of damage. Yes. Yeah. Now, and I would like to point out that easily my favorite part about this game so far, because it doesn't require an understanding of Japanese, are the visuals, which I think are just stunning. And I love this Japanese animation aesthetic, really colorful. It seems to just pop.
I mean, it really matches like a studio. It looks like a Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, it looks like you're just. Oh, no, here's another Duck Bill. That's the name that I gave them. Okay.
All right, so I'll go in myself this time, and I have various options. I can fight. I've got magic, so if I pull up magic, I've got my heal spell here and a fireball. So if I hit this thing with a fireball,
there you go.
And then I can just finish him off. Now, in the DS version, it came with a book, like a 300-page tome.
It was massive. Actually, it did come with the edition of Ni no Kuni I got for PS3.
Oh, did it?
We imported. It did come with it.
Okay, so you must have imported a special edition because all we got was
just the disc here.
Was the disc here
we're looking at it right now, and it's just a PS3 case with all the voice actors on the back. I love that.
It's just so you know who they are. I don't even know if they're famous people. I know there's like there's a comedy duo in there.
Yes, and I see them down here. But I just found that very interesting that it seems like only in a Japanese game would they highlight all the actors that lent their voices.
But since we don't have the book with our version of the game, it's no problem because we have the book in game. You can come in here. You can see all the spells we have. And in the DS version, you had to actually draw these spells on the touchscreen in the middle of combat, which was kind of a challenge.
I love this idea, and if you could show them how you can use the right stick and zoom in.
Oh yeah.
I think that's really cool. Is that you can actually just like sort of actually if you go here, go back out for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you can actually like keep backing out to like maybe the world map or something, or the list down there is really cool because if you just keep zooming in, it just keeps diving you deeper and deeper into the book.
More and more information.
So, I just love that. I think that's a little detail that is very much impressive to me.
Wow. So like you have weapons here, so it details all your
all in Japanese.
All in Japanese.
But you can read it.
I don't envy whoever's localizing
this is going to be a hefty task indeed.
Yeah, and it's all in really easy to understand Japanese. It's a kids game.
Oh, cool. Yeah, for sure. I heard that it was actually anyone with even a basic grasp of the language could manage.
Well, yeah, for me, like a lot of the problem with RPGs, particularly JRPGs, is they just throw so many gibberish words. Like Final Fantasy 13 was Falsi, Lucy, or Lucille, Grand Pulse,
Lightning. Who knows that? Who knows that word?
All these gibberish words, and sometimes like it's just easier for me as someone who doesn't speak the language natively just to have them use like proper Japanese.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And instead of these made up words, and this does a real good job, is it has the made up words. Like this little guy here is called your imagine, which is an English word, but as far as most Japanese players know, especially Japanese kids, it's just a made-up word.
Yeah.
But then they explain it in like really super like easy to understand terms.
Awesome.
So it's like, oh, I know what that is.
Awesome. I was also going to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but did your health refill after each battle? Do you like go get reset, or do you still have to like heal manually?
When you kill an enemy, and I can't open this box. It says it is sealed by magic.
Okay.
Which
easy to understand. Sealed by magic.
That I haven't quite got. It doesn't refill 100%, but when you kill enemies, you get little green balls. That
so you are
MP.
okay. So you do sort of have to seek out heals. It's not automated.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. And this is the squeak face, I believe. Oh no, wait. This is. I'm just gonna name all the monsters as we go.
And it's a pretty modern combat system, at least in the way it looks, if not the way it plays. I mean, you're running around the fields. You've got these like Final Fantasy 12 like arcs from.
Yeah,
player to enemy.
And we should explain to the viewer that you are actually controlling not only Oliver's movement, but also the camera. It's not automated. They're not running forward on their own. And even that slight semblance of control, even though it's not like one-to-one, like you hit X and they swing the sword, but rather you're still issuing commands, but it gives you that extra degree of control, which I think is great.
All right, see if I can. I need to take right. See, I miss this turn every time I play through this section. It's
hidden. Hidden well in this forest of wonder.
All right. And
what is he saying?
Let's see.
Do it in the voice.
Oh my God, his Osaka accent.
Yeah, do it.
He's going to tell me something really important, and he's like saying, "Listen up." So he's talking about the Imagine's special abilities.
You're supposed to be like, Shizuku. You have to
Imagine no tokugi o kakunin suru toki ni wa.
Yeah, there you go. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah, this little Shizuku guy, he speaks in what's in what's called an Osaka dialect.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually used in like to indicate that the person is supposed to be comic relief. In stuff, and then it has it's a little bit rougher, a little bit gruffer than normal.
Does that imply that anyone from Osaka is comic relief in their life? That seems kind of mean.
In my experience, that's actually the case.
All right.
Whenever I went to a party in Japan, without fail, if there was someone from Osaka there, he or she was the life of the party and the funny one.
Wow. All right.
And I was talking with with a friend a couple of days ago, and he was saying that he has a guy who works in his office, and he's from Osaka, and he's just dreadfully boring. and everyone makes fun of him because he's from Osaka and not funny.
Oh.
And so they're like, why aren't you funny? Why
well, now, I mean, at least now I know why I'm so good with talking to women, because I'm from Buffalo, New York, which is obviously the legendary place for charming gentlemen. Now, it looks like you're a little... okay, good. You're safe. I was a little worried for
I got attacked from behind there. So your position on the overworld map when the encounter starts matters, because if they come at you from behind, then they get a free shot at you.
Got it.
And a whole 6 experience points and 4G.
Again, I do sometimes like the sense of accomplishment you have when they're like, you just got 2,000 experience, and you think to yourself, oh my goodness, that's amazing. But you know, I can get behind 6 or 9 or however many experience you just got.
I can get behind it. It's you just gotta get with sort of the it wants me to save. This is a save point. It refills my health. What I don't know what these are, like.
Oh, you don't know either?
Yeah, I thought they sit there and he says.
Wait, is this Oliver speaking?
Yeah, and then you try and use it, and then Shizuku says, "Hey, you're not ready to use that yet, or you know, this isn't the time to use that."
Do you think this is some sort of device to switch party members or something, like later on in the game?
Probably.
Maybe.
You know, maybe that's like a sewer manhole, and they're coming out of it. I'm not.
I like
sure.
how that little creature poked its eyes out when you were looking at it. Also, is there a reason why Shizuku, your little fairy friend here, has a lantern on his nose?
I don't know. It looks painful. It's kind of distracting. I see him, and I'm just like, whenever he's moving around and it's waggling around, I'm like,
it almost kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Like, I want to like grab my nose and think to myself, wow, this got me really uncomfortable.
And so,
did you get to the talking tree yet?
Yeah. So this is what the talking tree, the quest the talking tree has sent me on. So we're in the heart of the forest, you know, searching. Listening for the Nushi.
The Nushi, which is
this thing that's coming up.
No, not those little guys.
No.
Not that bird. Oh no! Oh no! Run, little guy! Oh my God! Oh, that was terrible! Why would he do that? What a jerk! Oh, this guy looks like serious business.
This is the first like big boss.
Okay, I could tell.
Just as a big
physical,
letters, Nushi.
Yes. Nushi. Does Nushi have like an English equivalent, or is it just a word?
I'm sure there's some like etymology to it, but a lot of times with Japanese words, like what the word means has very little relationship to like what it means in English. Like the word for outlet is consento, like consent.
Oh,
which is weird, but it comes
well,
from
it's
like
consenting to accept the plug.
That's like the mnemonic that I use to remember it. Oh crap!
Careful. So this is some sort of forest beast. It's got bushes on its back.
Yeah.
Very there's almost some this world reminds me kind of something. It's funny. It's almost like a fusion between the way the West and the East like imagines how fantasy looks like.
Yeah, that comes from like the sort of Studio Ghibli thing. Studio Ghibli has always done like sort of this pseudo European thing in everything they've done, which is really kind of refreshing because a lot of Japanese. Oh, I need to
run. Turn around! Oh God! Our dubs.
Imagine
is frozen.
I picked defend. I thought that would be enough. All right,
heal.
L1.
Heal.
Let's switch out for Oliver, and then do a little bit of healing.
A little bit of healing. Oh, so Oliver can't directly heal his creature. He can just heal himself, basically.
So far that's the case. I don't know if that changes later on.
Got it.
This freeze attack is new. I played through this before. I played through this yesterday. He did not unleash that freeze attack.
Maybe it knows that you already beat it, and now he's pissed off about it.
All right, so magic seems to be doing a lot of damage. That seems to be the way to go for it. Just hit him with Fireball.
Yeah.
And then run and grab health from here. Okay, and so here's a little tutorial. Shizuku's saying he's about to unleash his giant attack. You really should guard.
Okay.
And so it automatically will switch to guard for me for this, but that right now.
It really is designed for kids that wanna.
Yeah.
Which I actually, you know what, I really appreciate, because I would love to like give this to like my like little brother or something and be like, this is what I grew. These are the kind of games I grew up playing.
I remember the press conference where they announced it, and I just thought this is just like everything a Japanese kid could want. It's the most famous, is the Disney of Japan.
Right.
The Studio Ghibli is probably actually more beloved by Japanese than
Disney is
to
the US.
To the US.
That's very possible.
And it's an RPG. It's
Shizuku throws little energy spheres at you. Some MP. That's great. I didn't notice that.
Oh, he didn't do it. All right, time to throw another magic spell at him. And I gotta say, I like not having to draw it like on the DS version. The DS version got kind of hectic for me, where like it's like, oh, I need to cast Fireball. What was that? And then you need to
look it up in your little book.
Look it up in the book. Oh crap, I didn't guard.
Oh, I think you just. Oh no, wait, you're still good. You're still good. Hurry.
Use magic and heal.
Now, what happens when you run out of magic points? Are you just totally screwed?
Well, I just did, so we're gonna find out.
All right. Eat your bread.
Yep. So
all good adventures come with sweet loaves of bread.
I'm gonna eat my Funwadi pan.
Okay.
My Funwadi bread.
God, it's in the Japanese name stuff, you just want to eat it. that's my approach.
And then
so tasty.
I think I'm out of luck. So if I hit this guy, Duchi is the Imagine's name, is a lot better at dealing out the physical damage. And Shizuku's like, what does he say?
The battery for controller 1 is low.
Okay, all right.
That's what Shizuku is saying.
Shizuku's saying that we probably gotta wrap this up. Shizuku's saying I got something. I got this special item that just totally, that if I get the golden orb there, it'll revive all of my HP.
Oh, excellent.
And then he's gonna unleash that and just take it all down back to 0 anyway. So, it's
you're okay. You're okay. You survived. And this thing is close. I want to see you beat this. I think you have enough battery power left. Man, the stakes are high. Your battery power is running out. You're out at MP. Your health is low.
And
Come on, Imagine.
This is the first time I've seen one of these like limit break like attacks.
That was cool.
That if you take enough damage.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Boom.
I'm applauding.
He's gone.
Beautiful.
All right, the battery is desperately flashing. We lost our USB cord that we used to charge these here,
no.
so I think there's one. I think Matt Leon's got one in the back for a camera or something. I think I might have to steal that.
That's okay.
But yeah, so that's sort of the basics
Excellent.
of Ni no Kuni. That's the battle system. I wish I could have shown some of the pre-rendered animation. We have that on the site though. We have the Ni no Kuni track trailer, and here we get pages for the book.
Excellent.
All right, well, thanks, Ryan, for stopping by. I'm glad to know that someone else in the office is playing it.
Yes, and even though I can't understand it, I'm just eagerly awaiting an English release because I'm actually pretty pumped about this game.
A kid's game, you kick the monster's butt and it just sort of mopes on back.
I wasn't even paying attention to that. Yeah, that's amazing.
It just turns around. You don't even get anything. I'm kind of unclear on the story as what we were doing with that monster in particular. I know we had to search him out, but I'm not sure why.
Fair enough.
All right.
You never know.
Well, thanks for watching.